Hey YouTube, bigerikbaby here with my first weapon attachment guide from Battlefield 4. In this video we're going to go over the barrel attachments that you can attach to your weapons, and we'll look at the strengths and weaknesses of each one. Before we start, all the gameplay in this video is using the AUG A3 with a red dot sight and the different barrel attachments. The reason I chose the AUG A3 is because it is a good gun at a lot of different engagements, but not great at really any of them. I am not using any underbarrel or accessories, so we can look at the gameplay with the same variables. This footage right here is showing the flash hider, which is a battle pack item for most guns. It has no drawbacks to putting it on your weapon, but it only has one positive effect, which is reducing the muzzle flash that pops up in front of your gun while firing. The flash hider is a pretty good attachment because with some weapons the muzzle flash can obscure your vision pretty badly. The next attachment we are using is the heavy barrel, which has changed since Battlefield 3. The heavy barrel used to increase your damage drop-off distance, meaning you would need less shots at range to score a kill, and it would decrease your spread for shots when you were aiming, but it would increase your hipfire spread and vertical recoil in exchange. In Battlefield 4, the heavy barrel is a bit simpler to understand. It will give you a 50% less spread while aiming, but also increase your vertical recoil by 50%. In this clip, since I'm not using any grip with this gun, the increased vertical recoil is tougher to handle, making my accurate shots harder to get on target after firing. In my opinion, the heavy barrel went from the #1 barrel attachment in Battlefield 3 to my least favorite attachment in Battlefield 4, just because the increased recoil is usually not worth it for the increased accuracy. I find that the heavy barrel works best with the angled foregrip, which is not my preferred grip attachment for most guns in the game. I find with most guns you can use a better barrel and grip combination for the type of battles you're going to be in. Right here I retreat because there's not enough cover and I feel like I've killed enough people where the enemy is going to be looking for me around that corner now. Up next is the Muzzle Brake, which is going to help you control vertical recoil with the weapons you use it with. The Muzzle Brake is going to decrease upwards recoil by 25%, while giving you a 30% spread increase per shot, whether it's aimed or hip fire. The Muzzle Brake is a good attachment on some of the guns with a higher vertical recoil, such as the AK, FAMAS, or most of the light machine guns, but I don't recommend using it for the AUG. The AUG has a manageable vertical recoil unless you are using heavy barrel, so you are better off using this attachment slot for something more useful. When I use the Muzzle Brake, I usually use it on guns that have a high vertical recoil, for example the AK. I like to pair it with the angled foregrip, and that gives me an extreme reduction in vertical recoil when I get into a firefight. This is another minus for the heavy barrel for me, because when I use the angled foregrip, I almost always use the Muzzle Brake over the heavy barrel, because the decreased accuracy of the Muzzle Brake doesn't affect my playstyle as much. This footage is the AUG using the Compensator, which is similar to the Muzzle Brake. The Compensator is going to decrease your horizontal recoil by 25%, but give you the same 30% spread increase that the Muzzle Brake gives. Limiting horizontal recoil is important because it will make your gun easier to predict, because it won't be bouncing from side to side randomly as much. Then you can focus on just limiting the vertical recoil. I would pair it with the AUG because the AUG has just about equal left and right recoil, and the Compensator will narrow your shots just enough where you can get the edge in the medium to long range firefights. The Compensator is best used on high rate of fire assault rifles like the FAMAS, and also most of the carbines, PDWs, and light machine guns. Any of the lower rate of fire guns I don't recommend using the Compensator on, because they usually have less left and right recoil anyway. Apparently you can't jump on this block, some blocks you can jump on and some blocks you can't. With those lower rate of fire guns that you don't want to put the Compensator on, you're going to need a higher percentage of your bullets hitting your target, which the 30% spread increase does not help you do. The last attachment we're going to talk about today is the Suppressor, which is becoming one of my favorite attachments in Battlefield 4. Like the heavy barrel, its effects have changed since Battlefield 3. The Suppressor used to decrease bullet speed, decrease damage at range, decrease hipfire accuracy, while keeping you off the minimap and making your gunshots quieter. In Battlefield 4, however, the Suppressor is going to keep you off the map and reduce gunshot noise, but it will no longer affect your damage at range. It will still decrease bullet speed, so this attachment is not meant for long range, but it will only affect bullet spread while standing still and hip firing. With my playstyle, the Suppressor is a good choice for me because I like to flank, so staying off the minimap is really helpful for that, and the Suppressor does not penalize you as much as it used to. Overall, all of the barrel attachments affect each gun in different ways, and there is no standout attachment for me at the moment. If you like this video, leave a like and comment down below on which barrel attachment you like to use, and subscribe for more guides and Battlefield 4 videos coming soon. Check out the link in the description for the Hostile Takeover servers where all of this gameplay came from, and as always, thanks for watching.